Mito AI. It's like a cursor for Jupyter notebooks. Very fast, very efficient, very effective. So Windows Edge. So if I'm doing Windows Edge, I press. So now with that, the voice typing activates, and anything that I'm typing, it does a pretty decent job actually. So Windows Edge, if it doesn't activate, then you might want to check your settings. I think there is a voice privacy activation setting. This one, let apps access voice activation service. So you have to, I think, put this on. Pretty straightforward to start, right? It's just a pip install Mito AI, Mito Sheet. Now, Mito Sheet gives you a very nice interface. Whenever something is being shown, data frame is being shown, it shows in a very nice view. But it's not necessary. You can just do Mito AI also. That also works. In the rest of the demo, in some places I have used Mito Sheet. Some places I have not used Mito Sheet. You can see what works for you. I personally liking Mito Sheet. Is very easy to sort of inspect the data frames. First step, let's import this file. CSV file is a small file, 10K record. I will copy the path here and paste the path here, and I will voice type my command. Hey, can you import this file, please? Overwrite active cell. I will say accept. I will run it. Okay. Now, see, now the important one very powerful feature with Mito is that in the background the schema is sent to the AI, so structure as well as the sample rows. So it should ideally be able to now carry out transformation based on the rows that I described. Let's see if it is able to do that. In the data that you just imported, uh, let's use the same data frame. In that data frame, I believe there is a column called something for the last contact month, when the person was last contacted, the month of last contact or something like that, right? You figure it out. I think that is in a text value or something, if I recollect correctly. I want that to be in a date format, but add a new field. Okay, don't overwrite over it, and show me the top 5 rows once you have done that. Okay, so now it is, I will say overwrite this cell. It is using the last, it is re-importing it. Okay, that's fine. I will say run it. Okay, I got an error, not a problem. So I will copy the error. You can use the fix AI button also, whichever way. So let it fix the error. So there is some issue with this thing. So I will say overwrite. We can go into the error. Sometimes we need to go into the error where it takes any AI takes getting stuck. I will run this and let's see. Okay, so now let's see if it has got it correctly or not. So here, there was this last contact month of the year. I broadly described it, right? It did not give it the exact field. It took that. This is the field I was talking about. And last contact date. This was the field which was not there in the data set earlier, and this is the new one which has been added. How did it? May, last contact month it took May, year it took 2023, and the date, where did it take the date from? Last contact month of the year, it took last contact day of the month. So there is a last contact day of the month also in the data set, which I had forgotten about actually. So it took the month, it took the day, it took year as 2023, and it created this on its own. Actually, I had forgotten of that day variable. Don't remember. So it intelligently was able to do that because it had the schema. So once it, keep in mind, wherever you are working with AI, whether text to SQL or Mito AI, once it has the schema, you can broadly talk about the file names and the field name. But important thing is schema. It needs to have the schema. Mito AI automatically is sending out the schema. So okay, here is the data set. So this has got a million rows. Hey, for the numeric variables, can you share an EDA, min, max, and all that stuff, and also the count of missing values? Okay, we got count, min, max, missing values, and everything, but this is exponential notation we can't see, so let's ask it to fix it. Okay, everything is showing up in that exponential notation. I can't figure it, can't make anything out of it. Can you fix it, please? Okay, I'll say overwrite cell, accept changes, and we will run again. Okay, much better, right? Yeah, can you share distributions and charts for now categorical variables? Okay, we got some errors, but we got the graphs. Okay, it did a color thing. Okay, some warnings and all, that's fine. Can you build a machine learning model? Basically a response model. The variable is called response only. It has got a yes no variable. It's a yes no variable, and use XGBoost and use simple use XGBoost and for keep n estimators at 100 to start with, and then we will see. For model evaluation, for test and learn, I just want to see the Gini coefficient. That's it. And the first ID is the identifier field which you might want to remove. So let's see what it has. I will accept it. Response also, it did the mapping correctly. Yes is one, and it has done the one hot encoding also. Let's see what we are getting. So we got all of this thing. Okay. I need the Gini coefficient. Hey, can you give me the model code again? Basically for model evaluation, I just want to see the Gini coefficient for both test and train. So we can get whatever we want. So we are getting a Gini of 73 and 73. So here you go, right? So we have the feature importance and so on. So the concept is, this is not it is not a modeling tutorial. So this is all mock data, but the concept is the ease of working with Mito, the seamless way that you can work. And it has got memory, so as you would have seen, it remembers if I say, hey, that variable and all, right? So uh, uh, it makes a huge efficiency boost. I will simply paste the credentials here, and I will say, hey, I'm sharing my database credentials. Can you connect to this database and do a show tables? I want to see what tables are there. This is the that Postgres connector, right? So okay, I will say run. So there is a customer profile list table. So here, that customer profile table which is there, can you show me the top 10 rows? Error, cursor already closed. Okay, what happened here? Okay, this connection was closed. Okay, so let's keep that open. Let's keep everything open here. Okay, now I will run this code. Yeah, so here we go. So this is in the Mito sheet view I was talking. I was some of them I was showing in Mito sheet. So you get a very nice view, right? It's a very nice and easy view to look at. It has a whole bunch of variables there. Hey, from that table, can you download 100,000 random rows, please, and push it into a DF? So it is showing the shape here, right? 100,000. It is downloaded, and it has got 100,000 rows. It is downloaded. It is 30. It has got 30 rows. It will look like this only, basically. You get a message like this: your Mito AI free trial has ended. So they have a free trial which is for 1 month, and after that you can upgrade to Mito Pro. You can get unlimited AI completions, advanced reasoning with O3 models, and spreadsheet features. Or you can supply your own OpenAI key to continue using basic version of the Mito AI. So that's a choice you have to make based on your usage. So how do you supply the AI key? So OpenAI API key. So there are two ways. One method is here, which is there in the documentation here. If you go to the docs.trymito.io, if you go into the docs, so AI data usage FAQ, here they have mentioned how to using. Can I use my own OpenAI key? The instructions are here. Very nice instruction. Uh, basically it here you can update it in the system properties in the environment variable here. So this is now going at a system level, your laptop level. uh, there are, if you are using Unix, Linux and all other instructions are there. I'm talking about Windows. So any program which is looking for environment variable OpenAI key, any other instance of Jupyter or any other program cursor also, it will pick this up. You may or may not want it. So what if you just want to do it for this session? So then what you can do is, then you open a new terminal window, and you need to close this. By the way, if you use the environment variable, keep in mind, if you use the environment variable, you need to restart the comp system. Now, if you want to use session specific, so you need to either close this window because it picks it up at a start. In Jupyter is starting, so you need to shut it down or you need to open a new session of it. But I'll shut it down for ease. Then this is I'm just setting up the key PowerShell command, right? This is the PowerShell command. I got it from Cursor ChatGPT actually. So we'll come here. I will come here and I will simply say this. And now it has gone into the system. Now I have to start. You have to keep in mind from here. Jupyter notebook, I need to start from the same terminal so that the memory, this variable is picked up. So I start the variable here. I start the Jupyter notebook here.